Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing chapter review of Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 160 to 161. The reason there's two chapters is because I missed the previous chapter due to exams. I was busy studying and all that, so I couldn't really upload videos. So right now I'm doing videos to like catch up to the ones that are very recent. I'm gonna do this with My Hero Academia as well. Tokyo Revengers I'm already caught up, so I should have a video out for Tokyo Revengers soon. So yeah, just expect double video, multiple chapters for Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia. Alright, let's go. Alright, now we're starting off with chapter 160 of Jujutsu Kaisen. The chapter starts off with Kanjaku introducing himself to a girl as the man who placed a barrier around the area where she lives for the Culling Games. He says the center of the barrier is an old execution site with a radius of about 6 kilometers around it. That's how wide the barrier is. And Kanjaku then informs her that she'll only have one chance to leave the barrier. The girl takes Kamo's hand to leave and he walks her out the barrier. Before Kinjaku leaves, he thanks her for getting along with Itadori. Now, it took a while for me to get to recognize this girl, but turns out she's Sasaki, who was Itadori's classmate and also former occult club member. So, yeah, I remember her from the start of the series. It's been a while, so I was kind of wondering if we ever see her again, but here she is. And while outside the barrier, she meets up with Iguchi. They are in a large crowd of people and they look up to a black barrier which the Culling game is being held of, called the Sendai Colony. Meanwhile, the Itadori group is looking through the Culling game logs for someone called Angel. Panda says it's probably not their real name. Fushiguro tells everyone how Tenge mentioned that Colony number 2 in East Tokyo is the location where they would be most likely to find Angel, and Hakari asks if they even know what this Angel person looks like. Fushiguro answers that they'll know the player when they see him. Alright, then Hakari starts breaking down the game plan. Hakari and Panda will take Tokyo Colony number 2, while Fushiguro and Itadori will go to Tokyo Colony number 1. Kirarara will wait outside the barrier, and Hakari explains this by saying that since Kashimo is the strongest, he'll fight that player and Panda can use his nose to find the Angel. Since Okotsu can't contact them from within the barrier, they'll use Kirarara to keep an eye on things outside the barrier. Here's then Itadori states concerns about Fushiguro and him being grouped together because of Sukuna. But Fushiguro tells him that he should not worry and that the upperclassmen can't really change their roles right now, so they're kind of stuck together. And then the chapter skips ahead and the voice introduces himself as Kugane and warns our heroes that within these barriers is the lethal contest called the Culling Games. Once they step in, they'll become a player. The Hakari and Panda team and the Itafushi team then accept their entrance into the Culling Games. Alright, so that's the end of chapter 160, and we're going to be moving on to 161 and then doing a review on the two chapters afterwards. Right, this is going to be Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 161. This chapter starts off with a muscular woman named Hanyu telling someone named Amai that she's been waiting for his signal for a while. Mai, who looks like a boy with a tracksuit and a weird hat thing on his head, responds that he can't really do anything if new players in the Culling game don't come there. Hanyu's hair then turns into a jetpack thing and she threatens Amai that if he talks back to her, she'll run him over. We then move over to the Itafushi team and Fushiguro is telling Itadori to watch out for sorcerers who've been incarnated. He explains that there are sorcerers who have been reincarnated from as far back as 1,000 years ago, and that to them fighting and dying is only natural. They want to die in combat, so they probably formed pacts with Kenjaku. He presumes that Higurama and Kashimo are sorcerers from the past, and he is right about Kashimo, but he is wrong about Higurama. Fushiguro also tells Itadori that if he finds modern sorcerers to try and exchange information. Fushiguro knocks on the barrier and a Kogane bug poofs up and asks them if they want to enter. Fushiguro says yes, and before they enter, Fushiguro tells Itadori to look for information on Higurama. Once they enter, the barrier then immediately separates them and sends them randomly to one of 9 entrance points in the colony. Waiting in those 9 locations are players who target new players who are disorientated after unexpected transportations. Itadori notices Amai signaling Hanyu with a traffic wand, and just then Hanyu boosts up and headbutts Itadori through multiple buildings. Itadori tanks the hit and lands on a building below. Hanyu calls her darling for backup, but suddenly Itadori chucks a bunch of rubble he had grabbed and infused with cursed energy at Hanyu. Hanyu falls onto a rooftop below, and then a man with helicopter hair shows up. We found out that that is the darling Hanyu was referring to, and his name is Haba. Amai is looking on from a safe distance, and then says that he recognizes Itadori from somewhere. We then move on to Fushiguro, who was dealing with a girl with a weird ponytail. The girl's name is Remi, and Fushiguro asks her about Higurama, to which Remi responds that she does know where Higurama is, but she will not tell him unless he agrees to become her knight and protects her. Fushiguro says that he agrees, but only if she is telling the truth. If she lies, he threatens that he will kill her and get the 100 points himself. It is then that Remi introduces herself, and that's where this chapter ends. Alright, this is the thoughts and opinions portion of the chapter review, and the team groupings are really cool. So from chapter 160 we know that Hikari and Panda will be going to the Tokyo colony number 2 to look for Kashimo and the angel fella. And I'm expecting a fight between Hikari and Kashimo. I really want to see what Hikari's curse technique is and how he's going to use it in this fight. I also want to know what Kashimo's deal with. What's Kashimo's deal and what's Kashimo's curse technique and what's Kashimo's relationship with Sukuna and Kenjaku. So I doubt they're gonna find the angel right away, but it's probably gonna be a while till they find the angel. But if they do, I don't think they're gonna win, because this angel has been hyped up as someone that's really strong and probably like special grade plus. So yeah, I really don't think they're gonna be running into Angel anytime soon. And for the Itafushi team, they're looking for Higurama, and we also know that Fushiguro has met this new girl called Remi, and I'm interested to see where she's going. Like, I'm kind of feeling her from what I saw in chapter 161, but not all that much. She's not really that interesting at the moment, but she seems like she has a lot of potential to become a very interesting character later on. And I wonder how this deal/partnership with Fushiguro is gonna work. Is it gonna work? Yes, probably. It's probably gonna be real cool. I think so. Or maybe she's just gonna die next chapter. Who knows? Only gay. And then we also have the Itadori fight between Haba and Hanyu. So I'm really interested to see what they can do. Like Haba has this helicopter hair thing that he used to fly, and Hayu has her hair jetpack, which is really weird. So hair jetpacks are really weird. Why would you want your hair to become a jetpack? It seems like it would be rather uncomfortable, but she makes it work, so I'm not complaining. And yeah, I wanna see what comes of their fight. It's probably gonna be easy for Itadori to beat them, and it's probably then I assume they know something about Higurama. If they don't, oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, and on to Amai. In chapter 161, Amai stated that he recognized Itadori from somewhere, and that has me interested. Like where? Because if Amai is a character that showed up in a previous chapter and I just don't remember, and please tell me in the comment section, because I don't even know where to start if I was even gonna look to see if he made any prior appearances. So yeah, if you know, do tell me. Otherwise, I'll have to find out from a later chapter exactly where Amai recognizes Itadori from. And yeah, there wasn't really all that much to cover, so this is the end of the video. Please do leave a like and subscribe, comment and share. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps more and more people get to see my content, which will help me get more subscribers, more viewers, and hopefully better content along the way. So please do that, and bye bye.